dark morning, to be honest, but we are on our last stages of the tournament. We'll be having the second part of the losers bracket, round 7, coming up soon. So if you're watching here, you will be watching Lokenze or Void Kite Happy versus Bertel. So stay tuned. We'll be starting in a moment while these players finish their warm-ups. Just adjust the cameras. We'll just do some camera adjustments and we'll be ready to start anytime now. Let me just get the cameras aligned for both Lokenze and Bertrand. So yeah, let me just get a score running and I'll be ready to start. Bear with me. Uh, Alrighty, so they got both players ready. They got their seats in. We got our score running ready. Please give me a thumbs up just to make sure everything is good. Got both players ready. Let's go for game number 1. Good luck in. Just give me 1 second. I just need to double check that the capture is actually working. Can you play outside of the? Just play outside of the. Yeah, I forgot to actually put you in this. Just give me one small second. Yeah, silly me. Just bear with me. I need to. Let me just set that up real quick. The producer. Yes, my bad. I need to actually put you in the capture. 5 and 6. I think that should be looking good. Yeah, now it's all looking great. Thank you very much. Now we are ready for reals. Yeah. So let's go for game number 1. This should be round 7 of the losers bracket. Good luck in 3, 2, 1, bagay! All right, so let's see. The players have started. And my voice is kind of busted right now. All right, these players are right now setting up or ready to one Tetris for Bertrand and 2 for Lokenze. Lokenze, however, having to burn, so it's gonna be an equalizer now with a slight lead for for Bertrand, who is burning a couple more lines. Both players are Tetris ready. Ooh, very rough misdrop there early on for Bertrand. So we got both players pretty close still. 95 for Lokenze, 80,000 points for Bertrand. Okay. Let me just adjust this. All right, now it's up to date. All right. So Bertolt going through a digger as we speak. So Lokenze in a lead of Tetris and change, having the cleaner board as Bertolt has to clean up, adding some new holes as he keeps burning. Lokenze at 152. Bertrol 92. Just as a reminder, we do have a Maturino. If you use exclamation mark Maturino, you will be able to get to the contribution link. I think we might still have codes available. Just check here. But if you want to give any money, please do. That is for Bertrol 121. He's back into shape, playing from row 2. That is for Lokenze. He's now at 223. Bertrol is setting up. That is for Lokenze. Lokenze maintain a pretty healthy lead, 101 points right now. Lokenze is gonna get another Tetris to 269. Okay, now. And Bertrol at 169. So double hey now, I guess. Tetris for Bertrol, 192. Lokenze going for some burns to clean up. And Lokenze status ready. That is for Lokenze 295. Virtual gain a Tetris to 215. So 3.5 Tetris separate the players right now. As we have crossed the midpoint. Oof, a bit of a missed flip from Lokenze on that tee, so he is forced to dig a little bit. So this is an opportunity that Virtual will take to reduce the deficit. Bertrol at 241, Lokenze at 324 after that Tetris. Tetris for Bertrol, Lokenze is ready. Bertrol is ready too. Tetris for Lokenze, 348. Tetris for Bertrol, Bertrol at 287. Bertrol is clean up. That is, oh, he didn't go Tetris ready, so he couldn't use the lumbar. Tetris ready now. Tetris for Lokenze. Lokenze maintain the lead at 371. Bertil gets a Tetris to 313. Tetris for Lokenze 394. We're about to reach 100 lines, so things are going to speed up in a minute or so. Tetris for Lokenze. Lokenze right now at 417. Tetris for Bertil 337. Bertil with the possibility to go for a dirty set, but he has just to open the well and get Tetris ready. Bertrol 330, 340, Tetris 4, Lokenze 441. This is getting a bit spicy for Bertrol. No, the best pieces he may want to have right now. So that's going to allow Lokenze to start expand the lead again. 465 for Lokenze, 367 for Bertrol. Bertrol is setting up. Right now, I got Bertrol at 371, that is for Lokenze 117, transition coming soon. Ooh, that misdrop on the J from Berto's gonna slow him down further. He needs to keep working on lowering that stack. He is clean again. 379 for Bertrol, 515 for Lokenze. Lokenze about to transition in the next burn. Those S's are not the best pieces he may want to get. He has to make do, reaches transition at 540. Berto reaches transition at 428. So still a lead over 100,000 points from Lokenze. Oh, Berto loses control of the board. Will he be able to recover? He's trying to dig this down, but he tops out at 429. It's going to be game number 1 for Lokenze. Okay, point given to him. Great, so Waiting for players to get ready for game number 2. Let's have a look. We got both players ready. Let's have the countdown in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And the opener is ZL. And it looks like the approaches are pretty similar. Although Bertrol is already pushing his pieces, spreading his pieces so to get the Tetris first. Lokenze had to go for some delayed burning, so he is having to open the well and just gets his Tetris. Bertrol is also running a similar situation into a similar situation right now. Okay, he got the defenses the other way around, so he has to keep burning. Bertrol at 26,000, Lokenze in the lead at 47. Lokenze right now at 47,000. That is ready. Bertrol is ready as well. Let's see how these players do. Tetris for Lokenze. Lokenze at 70,000. Bertrol at 52. Tetris for Lokenze at 93,000. Tetris ready. And another one to 116. That is for Bertrol 97. So it's a single Tetris separation right now. Bertrol at 197. Oh, bit of a couple missteps there from Lokenze. He needs to fix those. Bertrol in the meantime with a clean board, but building high. So things getting a bit high for both players. Lokenze, however, having to dig will take some time to get out of this, and there is a drought, so no quick lumber to lower the stacks. There is a Tetris finally for Bertrol 125. Has taken a slight lead, but with the burns, Lokenze takes it back. Bertrol now run into some burn situation himself. So Lokenze might have the opportunity here to take the lead back. Both players playing a bit high here. Lokenze needs to be careful. Who gets lumbar? Managed to burn this down. Thank you very much for the subscription, Shazabel 13. Much appreciated. Remember that you can also contribute to the tournament directly through Matcherino. Oh my goodness, Lokenze opens the well but blocks the well as lumber comes, so he needs to keep burning. 141 for Lokenze and 180 for Bertel. So Bertel now in the lead. Dirty Tetris from Lokenze. He's now clean and ready to keep scoring. Tetris Lokenze again, 195, trying to reduce the deficit. That is for Bertel, 226. Lokenze is setting up. Right now we get Bertel also getting ready. And there's a Tetris from Bertrol. We have reached the midpoint. Very strong game from Bertrol this time around. Lokenze having to fix his board. Tetris ready. Bertrol is clean. Lokenze is getting a Tetris. 226 for Lokenze and 252 for Bertrol. This is getting pretty close between these two. We got a Tetris from Bertel maintaining the lead at 279. Lokenze decides to go for the triple, and then the Tetris. 255 for Lokenze and 279 for Bertel. We got Lokenze trying to catch up, 281, but Bertel gets a Tetris right away to 305. So still a Tetris unchanged separating the players on the second half of the level. Tetris for Lokenze is trying to catch up again, but Bertel responds with a Tetris of his own. Bertel having to go for some delayed burns, needs a J on the left. He might be able to go for a dirty, but decides just to go for the triple and gets Tetris not ready. He's going to burn. And now the game still in Bertel's favor at 359. Tetris for Lokenze 352. Pretty close still, as we have reached 100 lines and both players. They'd like to go before 19. Hopefully, we'll be having a game going deep into the kill screen. Tetris for Lokenze. Lokenze now at 376. Virtual at 383, so very close game. Transition coming sooner for Lokenze, who has 10 lines left now at 401, has taken a lead. But in an table, Tetris 424 for Lokenze, 409 for Bertrel. So Lokenze now in the lead with 2 Tetrises to go before transition. Bertrel still has room for up to 4 Tetris for Bertrel. He's gonna burn some more lines. So likely to, yeah, still has room for up to 3 more Tetris. Transition at 471 for Lokenze. Bertrel is at 457. Bertrel getting Tetris ready, has room for up to 2 more Tetrises. He's gonna burn, so only 1 Tetris available to him. Goes for the double and the Tetris transition at 484, takes the lead. Lokenze is gonna get the Tetris to 500, so it's gonna be neck and neck still. And the board's looking clean for transition. Bertrel decided to just clean up and get back to the right side for the well. Bertrel at 490. That is for Bertrel. 515. Lokenze in the lead at 529. Lokenze goes for the triple. Tetris for Lokenze 563. Bertrel at 543. Line difference is approaching 10, so Bertrel is 1 level behind Lokenze, so he can make up for some pace advantage, but still, yeah, the game is pretty even. We got a slight lead now for Bertrel at 597. Lokenze at 578. Looks like no Lombard has come for either player in a while. And there's a Tetris finally for Bertrel and another for Lokenze, another for Lokenze to 642 taking the lead. Bertrel at 631. Pretty close game here happening. Tetris for Lokenze maintain the lead at 672. Bertrel with a bit of an unbalanced board. Oh, he couldn't reach the left side, and this might be fatal. Topping out at 635. Lokenze takes game number 2, and he's 1 game away from eliminating Bertrel for good. We'll see if Bertrel will recover. Players, let me know when you're ready. Yep, both players ready. Let's go for game number 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Vamos para aquí. And Vector and Lokenze are right now on the 3rd game. We'll see if Bertel will be able to take a game from Lokenze, as he's been having some struggles at the 19 speeds despite having leads at times in the early game. We got Lokenze and Bertrel pretty close to each other, although Bertrel has been burning a bit more, I think. Yeah, Lokenze is starting to be a lead as he is able to keep the board Tetris ready. Tetris for Lokenze, Tetris for Bertrel. Bertrel at 50,000 and Lokenze at 91. So 2 Tetris lead here from Lokenze. He's gonna get ready for another Tetris for Bertrel 74, trying to reduce the gap. Ooh, that T didn't go over for Lokenze, but otherwise he remains Tetris ready. It's just to be watchful for a Lombard dependency on the left side. We'll see what's going on. Oh, he is having to block the well. He's getting a bit high. Nice T placement to open up, but still needs to clean up a little bit more. Oh, decides to adjust for that square to allow for additional burning on the right side. Needs a long war kind of soon. Goes for a double. Keeps lowering the stack. Nice placement. Tetris for Virtual. Virtual 107. Lokenze remains in the lead at 130. Tetris for Lokenze. Lokenze at 153. Virtual 107. So 2 Tetris separating the players. Lokenze start to get ahead in lines as he had to burn high. His Tetris ready. Tetris for Virtual. Catching up. 129. Lokenze at 154, so separate by Tetris and change. Tetris for each player. 177 for Lokenze and 152 for Bertrol. Lokenze is setting up. Tetris ready. That is for Lokenze. Lokenze now at 201. Bertrol at 153. Things are getting ugly on both ends, so just a matter of getting a lumbar, but the lumbar is just coming. There we go. Both players each getting a Tetris, and another for Lokense maintaining a lead at 253. Bertrol with 179. So we got Lokense and Bertrol now reaching the midpoint of the level. Lokense with a more comfortable position at 275 already. Bertrol is waiting for a lumbar, goes for a double, and another to keep the board clean and ready. Bertrol is waiting for the lumbar, that is for Lokenze. Bertrol at 231, Lokenze 321. So Bertrol is starting to fall behind a little bit as Lokenze has been able to play more efficiently. Okay, looks like Lokenze will have to do some clear, but those pieces are perfect. He's back into scoring position. Tetris for Lokenze. Lokenze at 347. Bertrol 256. Tetris for Bertrol. Bertrol at 279. Lokenze at 347. Bertrol is adjusting for that lumbar, and there's a Tetris for Bertrol 303. Lokenze at 370, gets a Tetris to 393. So four Tetrises lead almost pretty much for Lokenze as we are approaching 100 lines. Bertrol is ready, gets a Tetris 328. Lokenze he had to go for additional burns. Oh, decides to get the right pieces and gets a Tetris. 417 for Lokenze gets another one to 440. Bertrol at 328. This is getting a bit high for Bertrol. He needs to be careful. There he goes, gets the Lombard Tetris for Bertrol, 352. Lokenze already reaching 100 lines at 440. Bertrol needing to open his well. Tetris for Lokenze. Lokenze now at 463. So over 100,000 points lead, almost 5 Tetris ahead. Tetris for Bertrol. Bertrol at 401 trying to reduce the gap to just under 4 Tetrises. Bertrol is trying needing to get ready. Lombard comes a bit early. He's ready just now. Lokenze had a spire building. As a Lombard depends in column 5. He might build on it. We'll see if he does. Not quite getting the pieces he needs to get into scoring position. This is an opportunity for Bertel to reduce his the gap. And so far, looks like Bertel is ready. Broken's had to burn, and he's gonna build again. Looks like. Yep. Transition coming soon for Lokenze. Has one Tetris available. Bertrol has still 10 lines to go, so up to 3 Tetrises to go, but he's gonna go for the double, so only 2 Tetris available to him. Tetris for Bertrol. Bertrol at 476. Lokenze at 521. That is for both players transitioned at the same time. That is for Bertrol, that is for Lokenze. 574 Lokenze, 524 for Bertrol. Players keep going. Look at this, that is ready. At 571, Bertrol gets a Tetris. Tetris 4 Lokenze. They are pretty much at equal footing lines wise. Tetris 4 Bertrol. Bertrol at 577, just one Tetris away, less than one Tetris away. Tetris for both again. 622. Tetris for Lokenze 649. Bertrol 603. This is getting pretty close. Back this last opportunity Bertrol has 630. Bertrol is trying to build. Tetris for Lokenze 676. Bertrol needing a square on the left side. Decides not to wait for it. And he's ready for the Tetris. Lokenze at 679. Bertrol 634. Tetris and a half, pretty much separating the players. Bertrol and Lokenze trying to fight this. Oh, Bertrol going a bit too aggressive, blocks the well, gets the well open. Tetris for Bertrol, 68 right now. Lokenze is starting to be the lead again. That's 720. Berto with a bit of a rough board. This is looking dangerous. Berto has 673. Lokenze 723. Tetris for Bertrel 705 into level 24. Lokenze maintain the lead at 729. But Lokenze is unable to get that hole open on time. Bertrand running into some trouble himself at the top. He needs a lumbar, and the lumbar is not coming. He goes for a double. Oh, this is getting dangerous. There's a Tetris for Bertrand. Lokenze building up high. He needs to be careful. 741 for Bertrand. Bertrand goes for a double, takes the lead. 743. Lokenze at 739. So this is very close. Bertrand maintain the lead for now, but this is just by a single. So this can go either way, and Lokenze is back into a clean board. So Lokenze is able to take the lead again, 783, and another one to 815. Bertrand is still burning here in level 26, so the game is going to speed up soon. Bertrand at 767, Lokenze at 818. Bertrol likely to be on the left side. We'll see. He might need to up the aggression. There he go. Oh no, the number doesn't go over, but he gets another one. Oh my goodness. And that was a close call for Bertrol. Bertrol at 812, Lokenze at 860. We are about to reach transition to level 29. Bertrol is trying to switch back to the right. Well, he's gonna play it safe a little bit. Oh, Lokenze with a bit of a misdrop on that L reaches the transition at 908, and he is burning. Bertrol is having some trouble here just before the transition. He's only good for a triple. Long pieces that will help him much. He's gonna reach the kill screen at 834. He's gonna go for a double, gets the T over, gets the lumbar over. 841 for Bertrol. Oh, but he loses control of the board. He might need to get burning. Lokenze at 929. Bertrol 844. Lokenze in the lead, and he is in a better position. Bertrol unable to recover. Tops out at 846. Lokenze takes game number 3 and the match. And yeah, so coming up, let's have a look and say, show us how far he can go. These players, yeah, look and say, just playing it out. Let's see. Ooh, okay, there's a Tetris. Oh, it has a couple of more dependencies, and the number doesn't reach 1,028,000, finishing Lokenze's game. So Lokenze advances into the next round. We'll report it shortly, but by winning this one, he should be facing the winner of the Channel 1 match, which will be between Tugi and Floxy. So we'll learn about it in a moment. So see you in a bit. Remember to contribute to the Matcherino. So much appreciated. I'm going to, yeah, let's show you, go back to a short break while we wait for the results of the other match. All right then, so let's get the
I think 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
All right, so we got the next match coming up in about 10 minutes. We have Tugi, who just defeated Floxy in a decider against Lokenze, who managed to sweep Bertrol just now. So, yeah, we'll see who's gonna advance into next round. This is our last chance in the tournament. Very strong players, both at the top four. Tugi, our top seed, and Bertrol, and I'm sorry, and my bad. Give me a second. I am on the wrong. Yeah. And seed number three, Lokenze. So the odd seeds facing each other soon. Or let me just get the numbers in. It's looking good. Let me just put Tugi versus. Oh, okay, Lokenze. They have been put in there. What's happening with the camera? Oh, the camera is not pointing to the right direction. Okay. All right, so we got the players warmed up. We should be starting momentarily. They are entering their seats. Let me just adjust their camera, especially Tugi since he's pretty tall. There we go. We got Tugi's on frame, and Lokenze is already in frame. Let me just put him back a little bit. Alright, so players are ready. So this is their last chance. The odd seats. Let's go for it in 3, 2, 1. Chocolatine. And Tugi, coming from the top seed, was defeated. And let me just confirm by whom. It was indeed Maisie. So Maisie, the last Frenchman standing after Lokenze eliminated Bertrand. So we'll see if France will get a podium position this year again. That's for both players, and we got an early lead here for Tugi at 91,000. Lokenze at 70. Just. But it's guaranteed with Mateo in the winners finals? Maybe? Yeah, let me just confirm. Oh yeah, because we only have, let me see who's left. Like double these flat brackets are fun to not oh yeah, because since he's still in the winners, he will be yeah, you're right. Not quite, because he manages to lose against DanV and then loses against the winner of this one, he might not get into the podium. So he still has a chance not to get the third place if he manages to lose the next two matches. So there's still a chance for France to be out of the podium. So let's have a look at the players right now. 200, 300 now for two. Very efficient game. 90% of Tetris rate. Tetris for Lokenze, 262, 268, separated by pretty much two Tetrises right now. We got Tetris from Tugi, 369. Hey now. Yeah, but what I mean to say. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Sorry about that. No, hold on. Yeah, you're right, Shichi, yes, because this will eliminate one of these two, and there are only other two players left in the upper bracket. You are right. So, yeah, so we have a podium still for France, so that's great. But, well, we'll be having then an improvement upon the third place position from now last year. That's the question. Nice bits there from Tugi with the resolution with the tuck 460, and he's not even at 90 lines. My goodness, 93% Tetris rate. Tugi is gonna get a Tetris to 506. Let me double check that we had the right. Yeah, resources. Oh, Tugi ran into some trouble. Getting too aggressive. Oh my goodness. There he goes for the Tetris. And now he has some holes to deal with. He's gonna burn from the top. 532 for Tugi. 497 for Lokenze. Lokenze trying to keep up with Tugi's pace here. Pretty high efficiency as well at 81% currently. Um, Tugi having to burn. He has to settle for that triple and he might go for row two setups. Looks like he's ready. Tugi at 542. Lokenze was able to take the lead for a second here, but Tugi takes it back. So this is going to be neck and neck. Tugi at 565, Lokenze at 568, and we are about to reach transition. And say the Iberian champion trying to look for another international title. Lokenze is ready, goes for a triple. Transition coming in the next burn for Tugi. Transition at 617. Ooh, that flip of the L looking a bit spicy for Tugi. Lokenze in the meantime is clean. 629 for Lokenze. Ooh, Tugi having a bit of a dig going on. So Lokenze is gonna start building a lead. Looks like 656 for Lokenze. 628 for Tugi. That's Lokenze. Lokenze now at 681. Lokenze is building. Tugi's almost out of the dig. Getting the right pieces out of the dig now. Tetris ready. Tetris for Lokenze. Tetris for Tugi. 660 for Tugi. 711 for Lokenze. And he's gonna build here. Tetris ready. Tetris for Lokenze. Tetris for Tugi. Tetris for Tugi. Tugi trying to catch up. Lokenze maintaining the lead at 744. Tugi 715. Tugi is ready. Lokenze is ready. Not quite. Now he's ready. He's gonna go for a nice ceiling burn. The Wells block opens it in time for the Tetris. 777. 777 for Lokenze and 777 for Tugi. So this is as close as it can get at these speeds. So let's see if someone's gonna come on top for this first game. 782 for Lokenze, 780 for Tugi. That is for Tugi. Tugi takes the lead, 8-10. Lokenze takes it right back, 8-16. Both players Tetris ready. Lokenze blocks the well. Tugi is ready. Lokenze is ready. Lombard not coming yet. Tugi is building high. He gets the well open. Lokenze is also ready. Goes for a triple out of safety. Tugi gets the Tetris. Takes the lead, 8:57. Lokenze is waiting for a Lombard. Blocks the well as Lombard comes. Needs to wait for another. Lokenze at 834, gets the well open. Tetris Lokenze takes the lead. 867, Tugi is ready. Blocks the well, gets it open. Both players waiting for a Lombard. They're getting slightly routed. There's a Tetris there for Tugi. 898 takes the lead. Another one for Tugi. 932, so Tugi maintain the lead here. 910 for Lokenze. Lokenze is just waiting for a Lombard. There he goes. 944 for Lokenze. 965 for Tugi. This is going neck and neck, back and forth. Tetris for Tugi. 1,000,000 points and 1,000. Lokenze waiting for a Lombard. Trying to get a Tetris ready. Oh, decides to build on the left side first. Tetris ready at 981. Tugi at 1,000,003. Tetris for Lokenze takes the lead, but Tugi takes it right back. Lokenze is getting a Tetris to take the lead again. 1,052. Tugi in the lead. Tugi just behind the 1,039 takes the lead. 1,075. Oh no, he messes up the transition to the kill screen. Will he be able to survive it? Unfortunately not, and it's gonna be game number one for Lokenze at 1,127. So pretty close game between these two. Right. We are gonna get ready for game number two. Just give me a moment.
Both players ready? Yes. Here we go.
All right, the players are ready for game number two. Pretty close one this time around. Let's go for number two in three, two, one. Tetris. And okay, we had different strategies here. Tugi was dependent on Jay that didn't come. He's ready now. Lokenze already striking a Tetris. Tetris for Tugi. Tugi at 22. So both players just with a Tetris each. Tugi's strategy looks to be going perfect. And Lokenze is trying to match that as well. Both players have the same score right now, 45,600. No burns so far. Tetris for Tugi. Tetris for Lokenze. So okay, Lokenze is gonna start with the burn. Tetris for Tugi. Tetris for Lokenze. So Tugi maintaining so far 5 Tetrises in a row. So he has a perfect Tetris rate. Lokenze is gonna get a Tetris to 114. So far, both players with very high efficiencies. Tugi going maybe too aggressive. He had to burn now. Lokenze is clean at 116, going for a double. That's for Lokenze. Lokenze now at 141, Tugi 117. Uh, Lokenze is maintaining the lead at 164. As a double Lombard defense, he gets one of the Lombards. He is ready for another Tetris. Duke is still building pretty high, needs a L or a Lombard on the right side, gets the Lombard. Converts it to a J defense, he gets the J, and he is ready for a Tetris. Lokenze gets a Tetris to 210, so a strong lead early on for Lokenze, who's managed to keep a cleaner board than Tugi, despite Tugi's earlier effort to keep a perfect game. Lokenze is going for the double to get ready on the right side. Tetris for Lokenze to 235, Tugi 178. They are separated by 2.5 Tetrises right now. Tetris for Tugi. Lokenze, with that dependency, decides to just go for the Tetris first. The Wits, the Tuck, and now has a Lombard dependency in column 3. He needs 2 Lombards to get into a scoring position. And open the well. Nice burn and a Tetris. That L burn was so nice to watch. Lokenze need a Lombard on the left side, and a burn, and the Lombard came after he blocked the well, so he needs to keep fixing the board. This is gonna allow Tugi to catch up. Currently at 272, Lokenze at 286, so Tugi is gonna take the lead with that Tetris. 295 for Tugi, 287 for Lokenze. Dirty Tetris on the left side for Lokenze, going back to the right well. Tugi at 280, 295, so Lokenze back into the lead, but the game is pretty close. Just 7.7 Tetrises, so it's pretty close. It can go either way. Both players ready for Tetris. Lombard taking a bit to come, but there we go. Both players getting their Tetrises. Tugi at 342, Lokenze at 357. It's getting a bit spicy. Tetris for Tugi. Tugi at 360. Lokenze is having to burn, so Tugi is now in the lead at 388. Tetris for Lokenze 385. Tugi's Tetris ready. Tugi is Tetris ready. Lokenze at 408 is building. Tetris for Tugi 433. Tugi is ready. That is for Tugi. Tugi at 456. Lokenze at 431. Lokenze is building. Tetris ready. Tetris for Lokenze. Tetris for Tugi. So a Tetris and change separating the players. Tugi going for the delayed burn. It's the right pieces though. Nice tucks there from Tugi. A square will fix it immediately, but he's not getting that T, and Lombard will open the well anyway. Tetris ready. Well, almost simul Tetris from these players. 506 for Tugi, 504. Lokenze, we are approaching transition. Lokenze seems to have the more efficient game, so we'll see if he gets the higher transition. Lokenze right now at 526, Tugi at 529. Tetris for Tugi, Tugi at 552. Lokenze gets a well open Tetris for Lokenze at 549. Tugi at 552. Tetris for Tugi, transition at 576. Lokenze has room for two Tetrises, and he's gonna get one. Ready for the other. Tugi gets a Tetris to 624. So far, he's focused on getting as many Tetrises as he can to keep up with Lokenze's efficiency. They are separated by Tetris and change still. Tugi in the lead score-wise, but the pace lead is slightly in favor of Lokenze, who is behind in lines now. Tugi at 676, Lokenze 622. Lokenze is adjusting for that L pretty nicely. Tetris for Lokenze 672. Things getting a bit spicy here. Lokenze is ready. Lokenze getting a Tetris to 699. Tugi 704. Very close game. Tetris for Tugi. Lokenze trying to fill in the right side. Looking going for that double and a single. Tetris ready. Tugi going for a delayed burn with that T. Gets it well open. Tetris for Tugi 789. Lokenze 705. Tetris for Lokenze 733. And another one for a misdrop there for Tugi on that L. He needs to fix that. Oh yeah, couldn't get the double tap to quickly tuck the lumbar, so he has to keep burning. 789 for Lokenze, it's 822 for Tugi, so still in the lead Tugi, but he's now having to dig. So this is the opportunity that Lokenze was looking for. Lokenze at 820 is he's trying to build for a Tetris. Tugi at 857 gets a dirty Tetris, maintaining the lead. Lokenze Tetris ready. Oh, Lokenze blocked the well, so he's unable to use the lumbar. Tetris ready now. Tugi is cleaned up, so Lokenze needs to focus on getting into square position. He's only good for a triple with that hole created. And we got Lokenze at 863, Tugi 873. Very close one. That is for Tugi. Tugi at 906, Lokenze at 866. Lokenze trying to get his well open as soon as he can. But the lumbar is still not coming. Oh, that missed opportunity with the J, but he's still clean. That is for Lokenze, 902. Tugi maintain the lead at 939, but he's also ahead in lines. Tugi right now getting a Tetris 2, 975. 936 for Lokenze, so we are approaching the max out for both players. Tetris for Tugi. Tugi at 1,000,000 now, 1,000,009. Lokenze trying to get his well open. Tetris for Lokenze 972. A triple there for Lokenze. Let's see what's the strategy here. Will he build for a row 2? Looks like he's going to increase the aggression and he's ready. Tetris for Lokenze. Lokenze at 1,014. Tetris for Tugi, 1,049. So Tetris for Tugi. Tugi about to reach transition into level 29. With a much cleaner board this time around. 1,088 current score for Tugi. Lokenze at 1,020 with room for 2 touches before the kill screen. Oh, misdrop there on that Z from Lokenze. Lokenze at 1,057. You have to burn through transition. Tugi can reach the left side. He's stopping at 1,097. 1,098 the score to get for Lokenze to take game number 2. He's in a chase down. Less than touches away. He can line this out if he wants to. Pretty aggressive. Plays on the right side. He's losing control on the left side. He needs something on the left. He's still trying to burn this, but the left side become. Oh my goodness, he's still trying to reach left side. Tops out at 1,078,000. He takes game number 2.
Good game.
All right. And the players are now tied. Let's wait for them to get ready for game number 3.
Go.
Players are ready for game number 3. Let's go for it in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And Lokenze is Tetris ready. Utugi had a bit of a rough start, going for some burns. First Tetris from Lokenze, so Tetris for Tugi. Lokenze going for some tucks to keep the board compact and ready. Goes for a double. Yeah, this sequence looking a bit challenging for both players, but they are, yeah, getting their Tetris. Nice bits from Lokenze. Tetris for Lokenze. 71 for Lokenze, 49 for Tugi. So early days, they're separated by us. Tetris very much. Tugi run into some burning. Ooh, yeah, pieces getting a bit rough on Tugi. Tetris for both. 117 for Lokenze and 75 for Tugi. So Lokenze with the early lead here. Tetris for both. 144 Lokenze, 98 for Tugi. Tetris for Tugi. Tugi at 121. Lokenze 140. Tetris for Lokenze 163. Tugi is ready. Tetris for Tugi 144. Okay, looks like Lokenze is having to go for a couple burns. Oh, the burst of squares, but he manages pretty well and gets the wall open. Tetris for Lokenze. He has a lumbar dependency though on the left side, so he needs to watch for it. He can set up for a dirty, and he is doing so. Dirty Tetris on the left side for Lokenze. And he is going back to the right wheel. Tetris ready. That's for Tugi. Tugi at 213. Tetris Lokenze 234. They are separated by less than Tetris, so they are going to be neck and neck for a bit here. Both players Tetris ready. Lokenze with a slide he lead here. And we got Lokenze at 236. Tugi at 238. That is for Lokenze. Lokenze 261. The winner of this match will face the loser of Channel 1's match, which is DanV versus Maisie. Ooh, those 3 flips there from Lokenze. But he managed to put it in the right place. No misdrops. No problem. Lokenze at 285. Ooh, a bit of an Aki bar or home bar there from Tugi. Not sure if that long bar placement was intended, but he's so far maintaining the lead actually. 314 for Tugi, 289 for Lokenze. That is Lokenze 312, Tugi 315. This is very, very close. Tugi with that hole unable to get a Tetris in yet. He's gonna build from row 2. Oh, I'm not sure that flip with the S was intended for Tugi at all. So that's gonna force him to burn and give Lokenze some more space to get a lead. He's gonna get a Tetris to 338. Tugi gets a Tetris to 346. A third of a Tetris separating the players. Tetris for Tugi. Tugi at 340. Lokenze is gonna get attached to 363. So this is very, very close. That's for Lokenze. Lokenze takes the lead. Tugi, however, is ready, so he can take the lead back anytime now. That is for Tugi, and he does right now 392 for Tugi, 386 for Lokenze. This is getting pretty close. Lokenze needing, okay, yeah, he's gonna go for the double just to get back to the right well. Tugi is still building from row 2. 416 for Tugi, Tetris for Tugi, 439, so he's starting to build a lead now. Lokenze is gonna get the Tetris to 412 as we are reaching 100 lines. Tetris for Lokenze, 436. Tugi at 463. Tugi still Tetris ready from row 2. Tetris for Tugi. Tugi at 486. Lokenze with some burn to do gets the well open. 443 the current score. Tugi just committed to that row 2 until he can just safely take it down. Tetris from Lokenze. Lokenze at 466. Tugi at 509. Tetris for Lokenze 589. Tetris for Tugi 532. Transition coming soon. Lokenze with that L tuck. He's gonna get Tetris ready. Tetris for Lokenze. Tugi went all the way down, and he's gonna score now from the bottom. Ooh, looks like Lokenze wanted to go for that line spin, but it didn't resolve, so that created a hole. Lokenze at 514, Tugi at 557, Tugi about to transition. There he goes, transitions at 580. Lokenze has one Tetris available to transition. Let's see if he gets any. Greater Lombard depends in column 3, and J dependency on column 1. So yeah, he's gonna burn to transition at 524. So Tugi so far maintained the stronger game. Lokenze at 526, Tugi 592. And we got Tugi Tetris ready. Tetris for Tugi. Tugi at 623, maintain the lead. Lokenze trying to get his well open, avoiding the Lombard dependency. Tetris ready. Tetris for Lokenze at 579. Tugi at 650, so Tugi still maintain a comfortable lead. Tugi right now at 608. Lokenze 677. Tugi Tetris ready. Lokenze Tetris ready. Ooh, Tugi had to block the well. Gets it open. Tetris 4. Lokenze at 635. Lokenze not ready yet. That is for Tugi. Tugi at 709. Lokenze 636. That's for Tugi. Tugi at 739. That's for Lokenze 663. So they're separated by 2 and 2/3 of a Tetris. Lokenze is Tetris ready, 671 currently. Tugi is Tetris ready too, 768. Tetris for both players, 798 for Tugi, 729 for Lokenze. Lokenze is building pretty quickly here. That ZS sequence is not nice, but they managed to get a Tetris each. Lokenze with a dirtier board, so that's going to allow Tugi to maintain the lead. Tetris for Tugi, 862. Lokenze with the T-spin setup, but couldn't get it. Lokenze is cleaning up. 765 Tugi with a clean board, waiting for the Lombard. Lombard taking a bit to come. He decides to go for the double just to keep the board safe. Goes for another double. Oh, Lombard came just at the wrong time for Tugi. Gets the well open. Lokenze is clean at 781. Tugi gets 875. Tugi gets a Tetris. Lokenze's Tetris ready. That's for Tugi 942. We are going to have the third max in a row. Tugi is ready. Lokenze is ready. They're waiting for a Lombard. Tetris for Lokenze at 818. Lokenze is ready. Tugi at 977. Tetris for Lokenze. Lokenze at 852. Tetris for Lokenze 885. Tetris for Tugi maxing out. 1,015,000. Tetris ready. Lokenze is building at 885. Tetris for Tugi. Tugi at 1,051,000. Double there from Tugi. Lokenze unfortunately misflipping that T. That's going to slow him down. Kutugi reaching the kill screen at 1,062. Oh, but this board is too dependent, and the right side couldn't be reached. He needs something on the right side. He can reach it. 1,065 top but for Tugi. So Lokenze is on a chase down once more, but he's playing pretty high. Oh, that misdrop. That's not looking good for Lokenze, and he's just not able to reach. Oh my goodness. Will he able to survive? Oh no, tops out at the 9,443. So Tugi is now 2 games up at match point.
Two games for Tugi and one for Lokenze, right? Tugi, match point.
Davidson says, GG's Lokenze, vamos, tú puedes. Davidson 78.
Yep, ready. Tugi 2.
Players ready for game number 4 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And the game has started. Different strategies here. Lokenze started with a tall upright lumbar on the left side. All blue pieces and white pieces, no red pieces so far. There's an L for once, and the players are building. It's going a bit too flat, maybe. He gets a Tetris for Tugi. Tugi so far, no burns at 45,000. Lokenze at 90, at 24. Let me just check the cameras. Bear with me, please. Um, oh, there we go. We're back. 49,000 points for each player. Tugi run into some trouble here. So that's going to allow Lokenze to catch up. 73 for Lokenze. He's now in the lead. Tugi at 53. Lokenze in a J in column 3, but he's not getting converted to a lumbar dependency, and he's in the middle of a drought. Oh my goodness, this is not looking good for either player, but at least Tugi's stat is ready. Okay, we got a double. Tugi still waiting for lumbar. There he goes. Tetris for Tugi. Lokenze still trying to fix his board. Lokenze is Tetris ready. Tetris for Lokenze at 106. Tugi 104. Tetris for Tugi. Tetris for Tugi once more. Tugi takes the lead 150. Lokenze at 130. It's going to take the lead back at 153. So it's going to be neck and neck again. That's for Tugi 172. Lokenze is building. Lokenze is filling the left side. He's Tetris ready just now. Tugi blocks the well. Lokenze blocks the well as well, so neither player in square position. There is a Tetris, however, never mind, for Tugi. Tugi at 197 maintains the lead. Lokenze run into some slowdown here, needs a J. Tetris for Lokenze. Lokenze at 182. Tugi at Tugi with something here, going for a triple. Try to go for a T-spin, but the T didn't come timely. Lokenze is gonna take the lead now. 228 the score. Lots of stuff happening whenever I watch the other player. Double there from Tugi. Tugi is going to get his well open. Tugi at 212. Lokenze at 229. So the game is still close between these two. Less than Tetris away from each other. Both players Tetris ready, but the Lombard is not coming yet. There's a Tetris 4. Lokenze now at 252. Tetris for Lokenze again, 275. Tetris for Tugi, 237. Tetris for Lokenze, and 299. Tetris for Tugi, 259. Lokenze is ready. Tugi is still setting up. Tetris for Lokenze, 321. Tugi is ready. Tetris for Tugi, 283. Transition still, so just over 40 lines away, so Players are still focusing on increasing their efficiencies. 306 for Tugi and another one for 329, trying to catch up. Lokenze is waiting for a tuck, converts the L tuck into an S tuck. And the spin tuck is working nicely. Nice adjustment from Lokenze to allow for that square. He's gonna go for the double to open the hole in column 8, and he is ready. 372. However, Tugi was able to take advantage of the burning that Lokenze was doing to slightly take the lead, but Lokenze is gonna take it right back. 394 for Lokenze, 376 for Tugi. Tugi takes the big lead at 399 on the dot. This is looking a bit spicy. All right. Lokenze going for a triple on the left side to get back to the right side. 407 the score. Tugi with a J dependency gets the J for a triple. 428 for Tugi and 430 for Lokenze. So Lokenze with a slight lead here as Tugi has been unable to open his well. Lombard dependency for Tugi. Goes for a double. Gets the Tetris. 452 for Tugi. 453 almost tied. Oh my goodness. 476 for Tugi, 453 for Lokenze. Lokenze is waiting for a Lombard. Needs to rebalance the stack, gets the JO to the left. Still waiting for the Lombard, but the Lombard is not coming. He's getting it now. Square being a bit annoying. He hangs it to get a tuck done. Gets it done. Tetris ready. 500,000 for Lokenze, 478 for Tugi. Tugi getting a Tetris to 400. So they are separated by half a single. My goodness. Very close game. Tetris and transition for Lokenze and another Tetris to 548. Transition coming for Tugi in the next Tetris, and he transitions at 526. So pretty close games right now. Tugi looks like he undershifted that L, so he created a Lombard dependency. Gets it though. Tetris ready. Lokenze Tetris ready, but needs to be careful on the left side as he's getting an unbalanced board. Blocks the well. Gets the Lombard to open, still gets the well open. Tetris for Lokenze. Tugi waiting for a Lombard. He gets the well open. Lokenze at 604. Tetris for Tugi 580. Lokenze is ready. Tetris for Lokenze. Lokenze at 633. And another one to 661. Tugi gets a Tetris to 613. So Tetris unchanged lead from Lokenze, but he's also ahead in lines. He needs to keep the efficiency. Tetris for Tugi. Tugi at 641. Lokenze 669. Hey now. That's for Tugi. That is Lokenze 691. Lokenze is still ahead and he is waiting for a Lombard. This is the last opportunity to take us to a decider. Tetris for Lokenze. Lokenze maintains the lead at 752. Tugi just one Tetris behind at 728. Tetris for Tugi takes the lead for a second there, but Lokenze takes it right back, less than a Tetris separating the players right now. Lokenze is ready. Tetris for Tugi, Tetris for Lokenze. Lokenze at 813, Tugi at 786. Tugi need to deal with a hole in column 3. Tugi at 788. 880, 818 for Tugi. Tugi goes for a double to get back to the right well. Lokenze gets the well open. 819 the score for Lokenze. Lokenze that is ready. Tetris for Lokenze. Lokenze at 851 gets the J over. Tugi with a hole in row 1, so both players need to deal with that hole in row 1. Tugi's gonna play from row 2. Lokenze, let's see what's the strategy here for him. Tetris for Tugi. Tugi takes the lead with a Tetris to 863. Lokenze at 858. Tugi's Tetris ready from row 2. Lombard's not coming yet. Lokenze dug all the way down to the bottom. Tetris ready. Tetris for both players. 904 Tugi, 905 for Lokenze. Lokenze taking the lead now, but also ahead in lines. Nice adjustment there from Lokenze to get that double down. Tetris for Tugi. Tugi in the lead at 936. Tetris for Lokenze, 943. Tugi already at 969, 973. We are now at the door of the kill screen. Triple for Lokenze. Lokenze has room for 2 more Tetrises before transition. He's trying to play it safe. He has room just for one more Tetris. Ooh, this is getting dangerous. It's a well-open Tetris for both players. Transition 992 for Lokenze. Tugi already maxing out at 1,048,000. Lokenze needs to be careful. Hence, 1,003,000 maxing out. Tugi trying to get Tetris in. Oh, Tugi playing too high. Lokenze getting back to the right well. Lokenze Tetris ready. Tetris for Lokenze, 1,049,000. Tugi in the lead at 1,060,000. Oh, a couple misdrops there for both players. They are still very close. Lokenze is still behind though. Lokenze at 1,057,000. Tugi at 1,084,000. Oof, so Lokenze with a very dangerous placement there. He's trying to get the left side cleaned. He's getting some good pieces, gets the lumber over to the left and the right. Oh, the missile on the teeth is getting dangerous for Lokenze at 1,073,000, and he's unable to get it cleaned up. Tops out at 1,073,000, and Tugi with 1,150,000 is taking game number 4 and the match. Oh, sorry. So that was intense. Players fighting at the kill screen. Batu was able to survive the longest, and this way Tuki remains in the tournament and will face the loser of the match happening in Channel 1, which is DanV versus Maisie. Let me see if I can get some spoilers of that. We got a tie for now between DanV and Maisie, so we'll see about it. But that's it for channel 2 to be out actually, because everything is going to be played from channel 1 from now on. So thank you very much to the players. Watch your heads, don't get up too quickly. And yeah, good games, good performance there from Lokenze, being his first international tournament. So congratulations to all involved. We'll see you in a bit for the next rounds. For now, I'm gonna sign off. Let me just report on the matches, and I'm gonna sign off. Let me just take the scores here in a second. Thank you. All right then. So we are gonna sign off. Thank you very much for watching here on channel 2. We're gonna continue the tournament through the end at channel 1. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to contribute to the Matcherino, exclamation mark Matcherino. You can do so also on channel 1. I'm gonna give it to you just before we leave here. Have a good day. Thank you very much. Have a good rest of your day. All right, we'll see. Yeah, so we'll have the conclusion of the match at the higher bracket. So I'm gonna spoil you a little bit. We have DanV 2 games up. So let's see how things end up for these players. Bye bye.